Good morning and welcome to Friday Focus. How are we all doing? Let's just check what's happening with everybody. See who's coming on live on here. So, okay, I can see that I'm live on Facebook as well, which is great. If you want to comment, you need to click on the StreamYard thingy what's at the top right-hand side of your screen. So what are we talking about today? Bouncing back. What does it all mean? How the heck are we all going to do it? What does it involve? So on Tuesday, Boris decided to announce which venues are going to be opening from the 4th of July. That happens to be the day after my birthday, just in case anybody wanted to know. So pubs, bars and restaurants, but only with table service indoors, and our owners will be asked to keep contact details of customers to help with contact tracing. It's going to all take quite a long time for us to get used to, and then no doubt it'll change again anyhow. Holidays, hotels, holiday apartments, campsites and caravan sites, but any shared facilities must be cleaned properly. So everybody's got to go through the COVID-19 discretionary certification to show that they are capable of doing whatever it is that they're doing. Theatres and music halls, but they won't be allowed to be holding live performances, sadly. Hair salons and barbers be able to reopen, but they've got to have protective measures in place, such as visors and gloves and face masks, etc. Quite why beauty salons, etc., have not been allowed to, nobody seems to know, and nobody seems to be commenting on it at the moment. Cinemas, museums and galleries, fun fairs, theme parks, adventure parks, amusement arcades, outdoor skating rinks and model villages, attractions with animals such as zoos, aquariums, farms, safari parks and wildlife centres. Basically, what you need to do is any of these businesses that you run. So if you are a therapist and you are you wanting to go back to work, what you have to do is you have to carry out a COVID-19 risk assessment to ensure the safety of your workplace, which has to be shared on your website. You need to probably put up the certification in your therapy room as well. But nobody's actually saying that you have to yet. You also need to develop cleaning and hygiene procedures. We obviously have no notification of things like acupuncturists, which is a complete and utter nightmare, especially for someone like me who needs her acupuncturist in a very big way. But it's a start. So how can we get ready for this? What can we do? What do we do to make our offices more COVID-19 secure? Well, first of all, we need to review the layouts and the processes to allow people to work further apart from each other. So we've still got to be, well, they say 1.5 meters away. What the heck does that mean? Morning, Mandy. Morning, Lynn. How lovely to see you both. But you can consider using floor tape like they have in the supermarkets and things like that to keep the distance. Where it's not possible to move workstations and things like that in offices, use screens to separate if you possibly can. Avoid the use of hot desks. And to be honest, I'd avoid the use of hot desks anyhow at the moment. It's just not really worth it. But again, carry out your COVID-19 risk assessment. There are loads and loads of links. Go to the ACAS website, acas.com, ACAS, and they will show you a free COVID-19 risk assessment. Once you can complete this and you can put it onto your website that you are COVID secure, I have to do the same. Even though clients don't often come to me at the moment, I still have to do the same. In fact, the majority of my clients have to do the same. But it means that that our customers, our clients, actually feel a little bit more secure, hopefully coming to us. Frequently clean our objects, our services, our screens, our computers, our desks, everything, anything that is touched every day. Door handles, keyboards, everything. Make sure that we've got really good disposable arrangements. So now we have to think about rebuilding our businesses. How are we going to do it? Some of us have been absolutely frantically busy, and so therefore haven't even had a chance to even think about what we need to rebuild, but there are things that we all are going to need to rebuild. So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to take stock of the damage that's happened. Some damage is going to have happened to all of us. There's no doubt about it. But in order to be able to do that, what do we need to do? Well, first of all, we need to keep our accounts up to date. What are your accounts looking at? How are you managing your accounts? Are you doing it? Morning, Tanya. Are you using a cloud accounting system, or are you using a spreadsheet or whatever? Whatever it happens to be, get them up to date. You need to start looking at your numbers. Now, if you want to know what the 7 most important numbers are to understand your business, then come and see me, give me a comment in the box, and I will send you my list of the 7 most important numbers for anybody running a business. It doesn't matter whether you're a sole trader, it doesn't matter whether you're a limited partnership. It makes no difference. We all need to learn our numbers. It's so important. And some businesses seem to think that it doesn't really matter for them. It really, really matters. So if you can make sure that your numbers are up to date, then you can assess your current financial situation. So if you need help with that, I'm here. I'm very happy to help. I'm very happy to look at your numbers to show you what they mean, what the profitability is, how long it's taking people to pay you, how long it's taking you to pay people. These figures are the really, really important ones. Have you got a cash flow forecast? Have you got a financial forecast, and maybe even a business plan? If you've got a business plan, perhaps you should be rewriting these things now. Everything's changed. We have no idea what's going to be happening in the future. But if we can have some sort of idea in our cash flow forecast, then yes, it would be a really, really good idea. Tanya, I will get that sent to you. Lynn, yes, you had a nasty shot this week, so you need to understand. I'm amazing, by the way. Oh, thank you, Lynn. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I know it's been a nasty. You have had a nasty shot this week. I know you have. And we need to help you work slowly, start at the bottom, but work slowly to make sure that you really, really do understand what your numbers mean. Because when something happens like this and it throws us all into complete and utter disarray, all of us, including me, then what happens is that our numbers drop down to not being quite so important. If you don't keep track of your numbers, then your money is going to start to control you, and you don't want that. So cash flow forecast, yeah, incredibly important, hugely, hugely important. We need to all do these as often as possible. I suggest to people at the moment that what we start to do is that we get a cash flow forecast in place, and that we start working on it, preferably on a 2 to 3 week basis, because things change so quickly. So 3, what's number 3 is look at new ways to sell our products. Is there a different way that we can do things? People's behavior is going to have changed during COVID-19. The way that we work, sorry, Poppy's in the office and she's just seen somebody who she doesn't recognize. Where I've lost my train of thought completely now. So yeah, people's behavior is going to, excuse me, 2 seconds. Pipes, come here. Pipes, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. You can sit and do the live. Yes, you can. This is Piper. Piper's not really used to new people yet, but that's where we are at the moment, Piper. So we have to be very quiet while I'm doing my live. Okay, yes. So people's behaviour is going to have changed during COVID-19, and we need to be there to help them. There is something called a crisis plan, which basically involves what happens when we go through a recession and how things change for us. And we need to really deal with this, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a surge once lockdown really drops off. And we're getting there. We're getting there slowly, but we've got to be prepared for it. If we're not in the right position to be able to help our customers, our clients, and whoever it is who's going to need it, our potential clients, then there's absolutely no point in us even being here, because we're gonna lose profit. We're gonna leave profit on the table if we do that. So what else can we do now? If we've got employees, reach out to them now. if you've had them furloughed, then you'll need to inform them about your plans. Oh, sorry, Piper. Of what you're going to do to rebuild your company, how you're going to do it. Workers will need to be encouraged by the fact that you're planning to restart the business, and you may be able to re-employ them soon. It'll also be cheaper and easier to re-employ people than it would be to start over again, but I don't really like to say that because it's not supporting too many people. Make sure it's safe for your employees to return to work when they do. Keep your customers informed. Tell them everything that you're doing. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. Just make sure that they know. Make sure that they understand about if you're changing your prices or if you've got new products that they don't know about. Some customers, clients that you have, don't know what you're offering. At the moment, I'm setting up a 5-day to instant profit course. Most of my clients don't even know that I do that. They have no idea. The other thing that I do is I'm a business focus expert, and I help people understand their numbers and work out their ratios and work out what's going to work best for them and set up a plan, become accountable. Again, a lot of my clients don't even know this. So that's one of my jobs that I've got to do over the next few weeks, is make sure that they understand what else they can get from me, what else they can have from me. The next point is assessing your need for finance. Once you've realigned your forecasts, etc., then you will know whether or not you're going to need any help to do this. Now, if you've got the bounce back loan and you haven't used it, and you sat on it and you're just looking at it, waiting to possibly use it, is this the time that you need to use it? Do you need new equipment? Do you need to spend money on your marketing in order to be able to get yourself out there and prove to everybody how fantastic you are, and the fact that you're bouncing back and you're coming back stronger? That is where we're doing. We are really coming back stronger than we were before, and it is so important. The next point is start planning for the next crisis. There will be one. There will be another crisis. There always are. Our lives go in peaks and troughs all over the place. But if we don't plan for the next crisis, we're going to be in the same position that we were at the beginning of this lockdown 103 days ago or whatever it was. So what can we do now to plan for the next crisis? Well, as Tanya will tell you, if you asked her, we have set up a profit first system for I think we've got 12 people on it at the moment. We're doing our third profit allocation today and our first profit distribution on Tuesday. It's really exciting. These people have never, ever, small businesses have never, ever taken a proper profit out of their business in their pocket. And as from Tuesday, this is going to be the first time they're doing it. And it's so exciting. I'm so passionate about doing this. It's just really exciting. So anybody who wants to know about my 5 days to instant profits, then it'll be up and running soon, very soon, once I've worked out how to do it. But also anybody who's interested in doing the profit first system, it is an amazing system. It doesn't take very long to learn. I'm happy to do a done for you situation for you. So I look at everything for you and sort it all out for you, or we can do it together, which is actually probably a better way of doing it because then you understand it. And again, it helps you understand your numbers. So any questions in here? Anybody got any questions? If not, I won't keep you any longer. It's Friday. This time next week, it's my birthday. I'm going to be 55. But anyhow, so I will be doing a live next Friday. And it will be all about celebration, because celebration in our businesses is absolutely imperative. So please come and join me next week. If you know anybody who wants to understand about their numbers, help learn about profit first, whatever it happens to be, please come and join me. It would be lovely to see you. And thank you so much for supporting me. It means a huge amount. Have a fabulous weekend, all of you. Bye.